So basically, as long as I stayed in my apartment, I was on dry land, I was safe. The minute I took the steps down, 7 feet of that flood water was disgusting. It was super hot because the sun was hitting oil. It was oily, there was trash. It was horrible. I actually got a sinus infection from that it took about 3 months for the doctors to be able to knock out. But the thing was, when we made the decision to evacuate from the apartment and go to one of the bus drop-offs that we heard about on the radio, there was no way to safely transport the cats. Yes, I had carriers, but there was nothing to make those carriers float, especially because I'm 5'2". I had to swim in that water myself. So originally, I was just simply going to stay in the apartment until help arrived and the floodwaters went down, but then the city made the choice to shut off gas and water, so there was no way anymore to stay safely in that apartment. So we decided to evacuate without the cats. What I did was, I had a month's supply of cat food. I put bowls all throughout the apartment in different locations, filled up all the bathtubs. Every bit of water we had was left out for them. We were evacuated to Houston. I went online. I found out who was in town rescuing animals. The big one I remember was SPCA. When I woke up in the morning, I would email pictures of my cats to these organizations. I would then follow up with calls. I would say, this is my address. This is where they are. I would then do the same thing at lunchtime, blast emails, call people. I would do the same at dinner before I went to bed. 5 days after this routine, I did not call. They called me with the happy news. Both of my cats had been found, and they were taken to the Lamar Dixon shopping area, because that apparently was the staging place where they were doing animal rescues. One of my cats, Professor, he was a very pretty tuxedo. He was FIV positive. That had nothing to do with the storm. He had that condition beforehand. His foster home was an actual vet. They developed a very strong attachment to Lamar. That's what they start calling him because of where he was staged. He became Lamar. Because of the strong attachment they had, the decision was made that Lamar was going to stay with them. However, my other cat, Merlin, the woman he went to in Florida, was very happy to see that he went back to his mom. I had evacuated to Massachusetts with my boyfriend at the time, and the ASP paid the full freight. Merlin was put on a plane. He came to Boston. We got him happily ever after. So I'm just saying this because I know a lot of times when there's a bad storm, people don't always know what to do with their animals or have a safe way to evacuate them. Don't give up on your animal. Don't feel that there's no way of rescuing. Get in touch with the animal organizations and call.